Class is in session. This is Professor Ganymede. We have here another viewer analysis game, and this has been a long time coming. So we have Seveirin. He's been posting his gameplay for a long time. I haven't gotten around to it because I'm just lazy. So this is probably 2 rounds. I'm going to do both rounds just to show my appreciation for Seveirin. So thanks again for submitting this gameplay. If you want to submit your gameplay, you can either do it in the comment section. That's probably the best way, or my Discord. But just do it in the comment section. It's easier for me. Let's do it. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Here we go. Here's Seveirin. Let's do it. Alright, so we're already attacking, so we're gonna start from attacking. Even though I like the games to start from the beginning.
Just come on the objective. He wasn't bad.
I prefer that the game start from the beginning. Okay. He's doing good so far. He's on the point. Not nothing much to say here. This team's just kind of smashing. Stekapanen, thanks for what's up, man? Doing some viewer analysis. Here we go. So so there's 3 people on point. You always want 3 people on the point because then the payload's being pushed as fast as possible. Standard. He saw there was less than 3, so he moved on. Good.
Stay on the payload.
Good. What I don't hear right now is him communicating in the game. He needs to do that more. He sees the Reinhardt. Alright, so he sees the Reinhardt. He needs to call out that Reinhardt's behind. That's his job. He's Lucio. Your job is to communicate in game. If you're not doing that, you're really not doing everything you could be to win your game. So he needs to be like, Reinhardt behind. Reinhardt back right. Reinhardt back right. That tells your team everything you need to know. Reinhardt flanking right. Something like that.
2 ults.
Just gotta run away now. There you go, that's fine. Running away. Use a speed buff to run away. That's fine.
Hanzo's somewhere behind you guys. Alright, good job.
So he isn't really doing much here. His team's just kind of smashing. But we're going to review the entire game. Even though I don't like smashes, you don't really, there's not really much to learn because you don't see people getting punished for the mistakes. So he's doing well here. He's just sticking with the payload. He's moving it forward. While his team does all the work. There you go. That's definitely going to happen a lot. Now, could he have avoided that? Nah, he's on the payload. One thing is, the Reinhardt was right next to the payload. Pretty much as soon as enemy gets on the payload, you want to back off. Because then they're contesting it, and you can't stop them from contesting it because you can't kill them. So he may have wanted to jump on the jail cell, jump over here on this ramp, instead of being there. Though he probably would have got hit by that Reinhardt on anyway, because he had so little time to react. You got Diamond with May, hate you. No. He survived though, surprisingly. He does that Reinhardt charge. I don't know. Reinhardt charge is very finicky when someone's jumping. He just kind of jumping around, constantly shooting. In the amp. Not sure how necessary that amp was. It wasn't necessary at all. Oh shit, did I fast forward? I did. Shit. Yeah, so this amp isn't necessary because they're not in combat right now. They're right next to their spawn, and only like Farah's hurt. He definitely had time to just heal them up because they're out of combat. You want to save your amp for like emergency combat healing. See, now this fight he doesn't have it. He has 5 seconds until the amp is ready. Not that he needs it because his team is just steamrolling without him. He just completely wasted that. Wasted that amp because he thought Wesley was going to show up, but he didn't. So in those situations, you just want to kind of like actually start to heal the person before you actually app. I do that too. I do that too. You're not the only one. I do that too. I'll app someone too early, thinking they'll come around the corner, then they don't. Then I have to chase them down to get my app. Yeah, he hasn't needed to use a sound barrier this game. Oh, is he doing some looking at the HUD to see when he wants the sound barrier? So let's look at this HUD. How do we want to use our sound barrier, just based on what we see? So what do we see here? We see Reinhardt. Reinhardt's ult is who Lucio's sound barrier is effective at countering. Because he can counter the ult and then the 75 damage swing plus the 300 damage charge. Right, so that's a good 350. I think it does 50 damage initially. I'm not sure. But it does counter that. Nothing else here is counter. Not Pharah. Because Pharah usually does her damage, like 90% of the time, Pharah does her damage too fast for Lucio to be able to react. If he sound barrier is in response to seeing her use her ultimate. And there's not really viable to ult like before she does. Like if you ult like, oh, she's gonna I'm gonna ult myself, I'm gonna use the sound barrier, then she won't actually, yeah, she could just hold her ult because she does good damage with just your rockets. So Zarya, you don't want to use her barrier, your sound barrier against Zarya's well. You want to use it in response to seeing other things come down. Like, I mean, not Pharah ult, because again, she does too much damage too fast. It's gonna overpower your sound barrier. But like, if we heard like a Zarya and then they had like a McCree, that would be good. You ult because there's a McCree, and assuming you're Reinhardt, you don't have Reinhardt, so there's no shield. You have Winston though. Assuming the Winston shield is down, and there's nothing protecting your team, then that's a good sound barrier. But you don't do it in reaction to Zarya's ult. It's too. She either doesn't have enough damage to kill you, like either her team doesn't have enough damage to kill you, or they have too much damage to kill you. So you have to react to individual things. So that's what we use it on defense. Now on offense, there's two people here, Pharah and McCree. Pharah and McCree are very vulnerable, especially Pharah, are very vulnerable when they use her ultimate. I love ulting a Pharah when she's ulting because it just gives her, it makes her so she can actually do her damage. So that's what I'll be looking for. So I'll either be looking to counter Reinhardt or to ult Pharah, maybe McCree, but I'll be looking for the Pharah. She's my priority because I can speed McCree, but you can't speed a Pharah while she's ulting. Woo! The Zenyatta ult. There we go. Zenyatta's ult is effective at countering Pharah ult, not yours. Zenyatta though, he's like, ha, screw you. He's like, eat a dick. You lose. And then it's gonna push it to the limit. There we go. There's that. We're gonna skip to the next round. Prepare your defenses. What rank am I? Diamond. Big red elephant. I am diamond. Solo queue. All solo queue. All Lucio. All Lucio solo queue actually. I haven't grouped with a team this season because I'm lazy. That's that's literally the only team I haven't grouped with a team. I'm just lazy. I could get the Masters pretty easily, but it's lazy. What do you play, Elephant? Anyways, I'm just talking to people in my chat now. Alright, this is what you want to do. There you go. Suppressing fire. So when you want to kind of do your damage safely, just kind of spam, because your goal is to get your ult as fast as possible. Your goal isn't really to kill anyone. Get your ult. Now here, it's questionable positioning here. Very, very aggressively dangerous positioning here. He may want to get a little bit of elevation, but this is fine. He's trying to hit that girl, but it's hard. You gotta lead your shots, but even then, it's really hard to hit someone. You have to lead your shots. Oh, that was good. That was good. I like this. I like him using this. I love these boxes back here. They're good to use. He's being chased by Zarya. Run away. That was all good. That was a really good defense. I like how he played that. But now he needs to get elevated so he can counter that. Okay. Ha! Okay, so I have mixed. So I have a disruptive Lucio playstyle, which involves, you know, being open in combat, knocking people back, hitting people with damage so you can get your ult. But now I've shifted, so I do that a little bit, mostly to get my ult, and then once I get my ultimate, I play my UAV playstyle. My UAV playstyle is where I just get back and heal passively. I don't even worry about doing damage. Like damage, I stopped doing damage when I had my ultimate, right? Because there's no point in me doing damage because I have my ultimate. Unless I want to see someone's health or finish someone off. So unless I want to see someone's health or finish someone off, there's no point in me doing damage anymore. It's not even that distracting to the enemy. It may be distracting a little bit to a Reinhardt if he has to put up his shield in response to your damage. But most of the time, I don't distract myself with that because I have to prioritize getting a great ultimate. Because if your ultimate isn't amazing, like, you're not gonna carry your games. That's just how it's gonna work. So I prioritize. So at this point, I'd be up here. Like, I'd be up elevated, staying safe, and looking to see how I want to use this ultimate. Completely UAV, completely passive. How often you play and use bleeding for rest to determine how many games you need to play with Victor. Yeah, so he definitely shouldn't have died there. Because he needs to be looking for a great ultimate. Hey, enemy team push though. He needs to be in chat. I mean, he needs to be in voice chat. Like, you aren't really, you aren't really doing very as well as you could be if you're not in voice chat. You're taking away a lot of Lucio's usefulness. That's its awareness. Lucio probably has the best map awareness of the game because he plays so far back. And most of the time he should be, definitely, especially the higher rank you get. You should be playing far back most of the time. So he sees the most. And then he doesn't need to be up in combat to do his job. He can be 30 meters away and be doing everything he needs to be doing, including damage. And then when he needs to, he can speed into combat to knock people back. So he can get into combat, but he doesn't need to be there. And most of the time he should be playing passively. So if you're not communicating the things you see, you're really not taking advantage of. You're playing Lucio at like 70% capacity. More like 60% capacity. Like, you're really losing out on a lot, but not communicating in chat. You're really gimping yourself. Okay, we're gonna talk about the ultimate he just used. So let's rewind it. Let's look at this ultimate he just used. So the ultimate, he's doing damage. He doesn't really need to be there, and he gets hit by Reinhardt. And then he ults in response to himself being low. How many people did he hit with that ult? We're gonna rewind it one more time. Is that Diva out of her mech? Yes. Okay, it's official. This was a really bad ult. It is official. So this saved his life, but it didn't help his team win the fight. So he might as well not have ulted at all. This is where I say get to elevation. Once you have this ultimate, get to elevation. Start doing the UAV playstyle. Get somewhere safe. Stay safe. And then look to see how to best use your ultimate. Either by countering something you can counter. Like, you're not going to counter Reinhardt while he is all anode up. I mean, I guess you could, depending on the situation. But the only thing you accomplish here is you survive. But the payload didn't stop pushing. This Zarya is still in the payload. Like, this is the only thing you accomplish. You might as well have died here. You'd have been way better off just dying and saving your ult. Way better off. Then your team could do a push. With Lucio sound barrier right here. So when you got that sound barrier, get safe. Don't get hit by those Reinhardt Earth Smashes. Earth Shatters. But he's doing it now. He's doing the damage. He could be doing it from elevation though. He doesn't need to be on the ground here. And he would have not got caught in this gravity well. Most likely had he been on the jail, on top of the jail. Wow. This guy. Well, what he needs to do is speed out of there. He needs to not be trapped in that. He cannot afford to be there. He needs to speed out of that choke point with his speed amp. So that's a horrible place to be trapped. Oh, it'll make you feel better. Doing good here. Just stand back, throwing down damage, trying to build that ultimate up.
Come back, because their spawn is right there.
Alright, he has his ult. He should be looking for how to get the best ult possible. You should be looking for an amazing ult. The goal of your ultimate should be to win the fight. Right? That if you use your Lucio Soundbearer and you didn't win that fight, you didn't get a good ultimate. Period. Period. Ma'am. I'm not sure whether that would have been decent. Again, he shouldn't have got hit by that. There's definitely places he could have been further back, but he doesn't know that he should be playing back. So this is just a lack of knowledge, but that's why we're making this video. Play back when you have your ult. And that's a good ult. That's a good ult. That's what I like to see. Soldier. So their team doesn't really have a shield. They have Winston, but his shield wasn't down, which means his team was just completely vulnerable to shots. Sound Barrier counters that. So in that situation where his team didn't have a Reinhardt shield to hide behind, and Winston didn't have his shield up, great ultimate. He probably saved. There's a lot of lag in this game. That's not the video. That's in the game. Oh my god. That was a good ult. And you notice his team won that fight. That's the side of a good ult. He needs to shoot this dude in the back. He needs to be putting down some damages on that Reinhardt. That Reinhardt, well, I don't know what the hell that Reinhardt thought he was going to be doing by himself. He probably just threw the game there. He could potentially threw the game by wasting his ult there and dying by himself. And not shooting for his team. But this is all good. This is all really good. Stand back, healing, throwing down fire, suppressing fire. Suppressing fire. Just trying to get that ultimate. Just trying to get that ultimate. It's all about the ultimate. It's all about the Benjamins. All about the ult Benjamins. He almost has it. He needs to start pulling back like right now. Like he'll get his ult without shooting. He needs to just stop shooting. Like he's at 95%. He needs to just stop shooting and just look to get his ultimate. Okay. Oh, nice. He has a Zenyatta. Okay, he needs to pull back. He's not. This was a good ult. This was a decent ult. Wasn't enough. But it was a decent ult. Because this is a really important fight. And they need to win this fight. But they didn't win it anyway. Like, they lost the fight anyway because Lucio's ult just isn't good enough against freaking Gravity Well. Like, it's not good enough. But there is no better opportunity to use it in this situation. Like, a better opportunity to use the Sound Barrier was not going to present itself. Like, this was forcibly a bad ultimate, and it's not even his fault. This is a bad ultimate. It was the best ultimate for the situation, but it was still a shitty ultimate. not because there's no other opportunity, because his team isn't really playing as a team. But he's doing good here. He needs to switch to healing though, not speed. When he amped there, he needed to amp healing. Alright. I said I'd do the whole thing, but we already saw 2 rounds. So that's good enough. That's good enough. So this was so this was Seveirin. I really hoped you learned a lot there. You've been posting your gameplay. Yeah, you've been posting your gameplay for a long time, and I just got around to it, so I apologize it took so long, but hope that helped you. Again, leave your gameplay in the comment section so I can review it, and I'll get around to it eventually. This has been another subscriber analysis with Professor Ganymede. Thanks for watching. Class dismissed.